Join me as I dare to use a Ouija board that's said to have vengeful spirits attached to it. Let's see what happens when I call them out. You know, when it comes to things that go bump in the night, I'm always up for a challenge. And what's spookier than a Ouija board, right? Those creepy little heart-stopping moments when the planchette starts moving on its own, spelling out messages from beyond the grave. But let's be real, we've all heard the horror stories about people who've messed around with Ouija boards and ended up regretting it. I've got to admit, I've had my own fair share of close calls with Ouija boards in the past. Like that one time my friends and I decided to have a seance at a haunted mansion on Halloween night. Let's just say it didn't end well for us. We ended up running out of there faster than you can say boo. But despite all the warnings and creepy tales, people still can't resist the allure of the Ouija board. Maybe it's the thrill of the unknown, or maybe it's just plain curiosity. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure, you're in for a wild ride when you start messing around with forces beyond our world. Okay, so let's get to the main event. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a group of friends who decided to test their luck with a Ouija board. They're all excited, a little nervous, and totally unprepared for what's about to go down. Let's see how it all unfolds. It's a typical Friday night for our group of friends, beer, pizza, and a Ouija board. They're all chanting, "Is anybody there?" and waiting for a response. At first, nothing. Then suddenly the planchette starts moving on its own. They're all freaking out, but in a good way, at least for now. The spirit, who claims to be a former factory worker named Bob, seems friendly enough. He's chatting with them, answering their questions, and even telling a few jokes. But as the night wears on, things start to take a dark turn. Bob's getting agitated and his messages are becoming more and more sinister. The friends are starting to freak out, but they can't resist the temptation to keep pushing the limits. Big mistake. All of a sudden, the lights flicker and the room is plunged into darkness. The friends are screaming and Bob's messages are getting more and more threatening. It's clear that he's not just a harmless spirit, he's out for revenge. As the night spirals out of control, the friends are forced to confront the harsh reality of their mistake. They should have left the Ouija board alone, but now it's too late. Bob's got them right where he wants them, in a desperate fight for survival. One of the friends, Sarah, tries to make a break for it, but Bob's not having it. He's got some nasty tricks up his sleeve, and he's not afraid to use them. Let's just say it's not going to be a good night for Sarah. The rest of the friends are in a state of panic, trying to figure out how to get out of this mess. But as they're fighting for their lives, they realize that Bob's not the only one who's been awakened. There's something else lurking in the shadows, something much more powerful and malevolent. As the night draws to a close, the friends are left facing the ultimate consequence of their actions. They should have listened to the warnings, they should have been more careful, but now it's too late. All they can do is pray for mercy. If you've ever had a scary experience with a Ouija board, I want to hear about it in the comments below. Share your stories, share your fears. Let's get the conversation started. But before we wrap up this video, I've got to say one thing. Don't mess around with Ouija boards, folks. They're not toys, they're not games. They're doorways to the unknown, and you never know what's waiting on the other side. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more spine-tingling content, and check out my other paranormal investigations. And if you're feeling brave, go ahead and try using a Ouija board yourself. Just don't say I didn't warn you.